In the kitchen now with Karen Doster from the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board with another wonderful dessert using ice cream. This is fun because the container makes it extra special. And of course, we're using some wonderful Wisconsin ice cream.
That's right. And this is actually a recipe. It's called puff pastries with cherries and ice cream. So we're also using those, Door County type cherries, and cherry season's great too to get those. In this case, we're using frozen, and those are fine as well.
Okay.
Tart cherries. Okay. So what we're going to start out with is a puff pastry square. You let it defrost at room temperature. We're going to roll it to about a 12 by 12 square.
And we've got a little flour. We're just doing this on the countertop.
Right.
Key with this is, as Karen said, you'll find this in the frozen section. They come 2 to a box, puff pastry sheets. But you need to let it thaw in the fridge and then work with that dough right away. Once it gets warm, it doesn't
work very well.
But you can see how easy it rolls out. So cut it into 4 squares.
And what we're going to do is we're going to make like little bowls is what we're going to do and form them. You just take some foil and make a little bit of a round circle like that.
Okay.
Spray it with a little Pam. And then you take these squares and wrap it over. Okay, so that's what we're doing.
Super easy then.
And it goes into a 350-degree oven for about 10, 12 minutes or so, and then you're going to reverse them.
Okay,
so
turn them upside down.
Exactly.
Okay.
Take the foil out and let them crisp up and puff up completely.
These are, I mean, and they're very forgiving. They're going to turn out. They don't look like much now, but wait till you see what they look like when they bake.
So, all right, so I have some actually in the oven that have been baked and reversed.
And they do bake.
The cup.
Follow the box directions because they bake at a pretty high temperature, right?
Well, it's 350 degrees for this. Okay. So it didn't really take too long, but the total time's maybe about 20, 25 minutes.
Cool. I'm looking at these and thinking,
aren't they
all the different things you could do. For breakfast, you could put scrambled eggs and ham and a cheese sauce over them. Lots of different fun things you could do.
And to make it a dessert, once you pull them out, we're going to sprinkle it with a little cinnamon and sugar. So that's going to help with some of the sweetness for the tart cherries. Okay. So that's what we have there. And now all we need to do is make our cherry sauce. Okay, so this is ready. And so what you're going to do is take 3 cups of cherries. Now you can use fresh cherries during cherry season or frozen cherries, and I've drained them. So it's 3 cups, and they're pitted.
Okay. Don't use the frozen pie filling or the canned pie filling. That's too sweet.
These are tart cherries. Okay. And so you add that.
Okay.
And then we're going to we have a half a cup of cherry juice that's been drained from that.
Okay.
And we're adding about a tablespoon of cornstarch.
So let these thaw, then you'll get the juice from it. So only a half cup. You might have more juice than...
Yeah, just take the half cup, but you don't want it to be too soupy. And then you're going to let that, bring it to a boil and simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? And then you'll add a little bit of vanilla to it once it's cooked for about 3 minutes. And we have some over there already. You see that it's thickened. Okay. And it's nice and warm.
So you do want to serve the cherries warm? Is that the kind of the point of it?
That's right. That's kind of the idea behind it.
I was thinking we did vanilla, but I love the idea of almonds.
Almond and cherries are wonderful too.
So almond extract.
And if you don't have cherry juice, orange juice works well too for the half cup. So that's fine. Anything like that is fine.
Okay.
So now we have our little cup there. And then we take a scoop of vanilla ice cream. And you want to, again, just like you said before, let it soften slightly.
This looks very elegant, though. It looks kind of fancy, which, because of the dish. And then we just spoon some of those warm cherries, which is going to go great with that puff pastry.
And I found if you want a little bit more sugar, you could put that on there as well, just to your taste and depending upon the cherries. But it's just really delicious. You could put that in a bowl, you could put it on a plate, whatever, and it's just delicious.
Really fun. And if you didn't want to do cherries, the same cup idea, you could do hot fudge or caramel or strawberries or blueberries, whatever you wanted to do. Very, very fun. So here you go. Here's what it looks like, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I was going to ask you about baking these. Could you bake these about how far in advance? So you don't want to be, messing with that when you're having people over.
Generally, I would say the same day. You don't want to kind of keep these for several days.
Okay, so morning of.
It'll lose its puff. Yeah.
Morning of, get them done, baked, and then, what a fun way to serve ice cream.
And this is one of our ideas that we have on eatwisconsincheese.com. We have lots of ice cream treats and frozen treats, lots of things using Wisconsin ice cream. And in America, we eat almost 1.5 billion gallons of ice cream a year. So this is a great way to use some of
That's a lot of ice cream. Thanks so much, Karen.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you. We'll be right back to wrap things up. Stay with us.